Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about nutrition. I get a lot of questions regarding nutrition, and it can be I'm going to try to keep it really simple because I think most people need to just keep the nutrition simple. They're at the level where they don't need overcomplicated meal planning and whatnot. So, and if that's the case, if you do need that or you want that, um, we definitely refer out for to a nutritionist for that. But for the most part, I just want to talk pretty generally about nutrition. Um, some athletes, yes, need to lose weight. Some athletes need to gain weight. Like I talked about the other day, some people need to lose a little bit of weight in order to maximize the performance. They need to drop some body fat. Wrestlers need to maintain a certain weight, so that's important for them. Some guys need, or girls need to gain weight to add some more muscle mass and gain weight to be able to perform better. Um, but for the most part, I think most athletes that we deal with, they need to just be healthy. A lot of times their nutrition is holding them back because they're not eating healthy, and that's going to be like that's going to be your base for performance. If you're feeding your body with a lot of garbage, your performance is not going to be as good. You're not going to recover from your workouts as well. You're not going to perform as well. You're not going to, you're going to be missing that link. So a lot of times just getting in and training is number one. Getting consistent. Number two would be to clean up your nutrition. And it's so simple that, but yet it's just gets totally screwed up. And it starts with the parents, starts at home. So I talk to the kids about nutrition all the time, and they're always going to come back with, but my mom, but my dad. I'll even talk to parents about it and say, you need to get this type of stuff for your athlete or for your kid to eat. And it's like, well, I don't like to eat that, or that's not fun, or something like that. So grab the lowest hanging fruit first. Are you sleeping 8 hours, 8, 9 hours a night? Are you drinking enough water? At least half your body weight in ounces, up to your body weight in ounces of water. 200-pound guy needs 100 to 200 ounces of water a day, depending upon activity level, heat, sweating, all that type of stuff. And then after that, eliminate processed foods and eat good, clean, whole foods. Um, I was in the grocery store yesterday, and I put all my groceries on the conveyor belt, and then I move up, and then the lady behind me comes in. She's got a couple kids, maybe 10, 11, maybe an 8-year-old. I don't know, but I have my headphones in, so I could hear what she's saying. She probably thinks I can't really hear, but she's like, "Oh my God, now look at his food on the belt, and now we're gonna put our food on the belt." And like she's putting complete, total processed garbage on the belt. Everything was cookies and different candies and just processed frozen dinners, frozen food, just total like tons of garbage she was putting on the belt. And then she proceeded to, rub her daughter's shoulders and be like, "After this, we're going to get you some donuts and some sticky buns or something like that." And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my God, this is what the kids in my gym are eating." Um, if you don't care, you don't care. But a lot of people, I only am talking about this because I get the question all the time. A lot of people are interested in nutrition because they know that it's like almost a missing link. They need to kind of solidify that link. And the first easiest thing to do is make sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, and eliminating a lot of processed foods. So, if you can't if you can't read the ingredients, if the ingredients aren't naturally found in nature, then it's processed. Okay, so and for the most part, if it's boxed, canned, it's going to be processed too. But sometimes you can't really avoid. If you're going to eat rice, it's going to come from a box or something, right? So, but for tons of protein, fresh protein, so any type of meat, fish, shellfish, eggs. You need to eat some vegetables and some clean carbohydrates. So freshly sprouted grains, oats, rice for athletes, that type of thing. Stay away from a lot of the sugar drinks. Frozen dinners and that type of stuff, fake meat, frozen dinners. Just eat clean, whole foods, and you're going to be ahead of the game in terms of that. Now, once you start doing that, you take the next step. Yeah, now we can get meal planning, balancing your micros, your macros, pre-workout, post-workout, pre-games or meets or matches, what you eat before, what you eat after, timing, how should you eat when you eat during the day in relation to your training or your games, your competitions. So all that now it starts to get a little bit more complicated. But don't try to get complicated without getting simple stuff done first. Grab that low-hanging fruit and just feed your kids some good friggin' whole nutritious food. Stop being lazy. TV dinners don't cut it. There's no nutrition in TV dinners.